Hello folks, and welcome to another Wise Gamer video. Today we're going to be going over the 2006, well actually it was released in Japan in 2005, but then later on released in North America in 2006. This, I believe, is the last of the Tales series. This is called Tales of Legendia. I believe that's how it's pronounced, Tales of Legendia. Okay, and again, this is put out by Namco. And I just want to make sure we got this set up right here properly. And we're going to press the start button and get the ball rolling here. I'll show you guys a pretty cool Japanese RPG game. And again, I am playing this on a PlayStation 2 emulator. The original copy is for the PlayStation 2. And we're just going to hit continue. And I'm going to go to our file, our last file, which is file number 2. And you could see I've been playing for about 6 hours. And my characters right now are level 7. This is all controller. Using a controller for this. And here we are. Okay, the first thing I'd like to go over is we could see the rich world. It's pretty colorful, looks good. It's a vast world. That's actually, from what I understand, if I read this correctly, it's actually a big, huge, humongous ship that this world is built upon that's floating in the ocean. That's why you're going to see a lot of water, a lot of beaches, I think some oceans and stuff like that. You're going to see a lot of that in this game. Now, you're probably asking yourself right now, what is that big green, I mean not green, but pink looking apparatus right there? It's actually a teleport. And anytime you come out to a new town or any important part in the game, one of these is going to appear. Okay, and it's going to automatically link to the towns that are linked to this one. Now, they don't all link, I don't believe. They don't all link all to the same areas. So sometimes you got to bounce around to find where you actually want to go back to. Again, I'm still learning this game myself too, doing some early footage for now. Just to let you know, if people didn't know that this game was actually out there, because I know a lot of people are missing the old school RPG games at times. Okay, so this is called a docked, and we're just going to press our accept button here, and we're going to go back to that town just to show you how this all works. And I'm going to actually go over with you the interface system, the battle system, and things like that, so you have more of an understanding with this game. And again, don't hold me 100% towards everything in the game, because I am still learning too. Now right now I have a party of 3. I don't know if it's going to expand. I have no idea as far as that goes. Now, I will go over some of the as we call in MMOs, the UI system, or the main menu here in this game right here. So basically, you just push on the using your game controller. You're going to push the top button, which the controller I'm using is the Y button, and this is going to open up your main menu where you access your items, strategies, anything inside the game will be done here. Now, here is our item menu. And inside the item menu, if you look on the top, there's tabs for more. So there's a lot of menus in this game. And with the top R1, R2 buttons, you could shift between each one of these tabs. So it doesn't have, that I could see, it doesn't have an organization feature, but instead it just has a tab for that type of item. So if you're just looking for food, you just, things that are going to replenish your health, it will be in this tab. This is your full bag, which everything's going to be inside of this one, I believe. Well, not all things. Weapons are separate. Armor. They got a separate one just for your head equipment. And accessories like necklaces and so on and so forth. Here's your food. A lot of this food, it does have a cooking feature in the game, which is done at a bakery inside of numerous towns. You have to access the bakery to do the cooking feature, where you can make your own breads and things like that. Here's your valuables, world map, which I don't even know I had. But I think that's automatically, I don't think I actually click on that or press on that to actually use it. Open it with the R3 button while on the field map. Very good. I never even knew that. So that's good. Plus I just got it. So, and some other items here. Eerie Stones is actually the base, the balls of your magic. Okay? That's what your magic is in this game, and skills. Okay. Which we see here. Aries. And it shows a list of what they have. Now, I'm actually going through this the first time with this video, so it's going to be a learning curve for me and you. I actually thought you could only set these up while in the battle screen, but now I just noticed you don't have to be in the battle screen to set these up. For a while I was playing with nothing set, but the characters were still hitting and doing a lot of damage, so plus I'm still at the start of the game, so it's not a big deal. And here we'll see what this does. So far it looks like to me we don't have anything to use here yet. Okay. Now, when you go into the battle system, the select button, you could toggle through these three settings right here. And it does have a full auto mode, which in battle you could pretty much, as soon as you hit auto, you pretty much get your controller and put it down on your desk and let your characters do their thing. Okay? I use this a lot, actually. I'm a lazy fighter in a lot of these old turn-based games. It's not like playing an MMO where you really gotta, you know, be all over the keyboard and hit 30 different skills. So I enjoy just using auto features many a times, because the fights is just something that's part of my job in the game to progress and grow, but I mainly play these games to take in the storyline. If I was more into fighting, I'd do first shooters and stuff, you know what I mean? Semi-mode, some actions and battles automatic, and then of course manual is manual, where you will be controlling mainly your main character, which is this guy right here. Okay? He's the main one that you're controlling. You can get into each person and control them also, but there's some extra steps you got to do that. So the game makes it where you could set it up where you don't have to do that for all the fights. And again, you could just throw it on auto. Now, let's see. We could go through each character here. And we could see that these here say on and off. And the reason for that is because when he is normally in battle, he's on auto. Only the main guy is the one that you're actually controlling. So this is where you could set that ability to be on or off if you want to use it in battle. Seeing he's got lightning right now, let me see if I could turn on Stone Blast. It looks like I can't, so I would probably have to turn off, let me see, lightning to use it maybe? I don't know. It's grayed out, so obviously I can't set that up yet. Okay. So he will use first aid, Usually a lot of times the female characters are usually healers in the game. This one, this guy right here, Willie, is actually right now the healer of the game. That's why he stands way in the back, which I'll show you in a battle. Okay. And then here's Chloe, our female character. And we see that all of her abilities are on. And so far, these aren't really doing anything, so I guess I'm not at the point of the game where this is really going to do much yet. And that's pretty much it for that. So you could just mess around with that. Like I said, I just stumbled across that now. And, yeah. So let's see. Let's make sure they're all geared up. Here's where you're cooking, like if you make bread and stuff like that, like I explained if you're in a bakery. This is where those will go. And here's your status of each character, where it shows more information about them. So you can see all that. Here's your strategy, okay? Now, in a lot of Tales games, the battle system's a little bit different than, say, like Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy's 100% pure turn-based, where this is turn-based, but you still got on mapping during the battle maps. The fighting system's a little more involved if it's not on auto. You know, it's not just hit a button and that's it. This you could actually move your tunes around, and it'll be more clear once I actually go into a battle and show you. So for now, you can see to the far right's the front of the battle zone, and to the left is the rear part of the battle zone. And Willie, which is our healer, he's towards the back automatically because you want to keep him the most protected. Chuck out heals. Heals and items on auto strategy are done during battle if they get too low. So you don't have to worry about stopping, going into manual, and then self-casting a heal or an item. The character should automatically do that before somebody dies on auto during a battle. So that's a good thing to know. Okay, TP usage. TP usage, from what I understand, that's your magic. That's like your mana in this game. Alright, they might have mana too. But anyways, TP usage, let's just talk about it for the sake of mana right now in your skill abilities. Okay? To save on TP usage, you got the option here of minimizing it or maximizing it. Okay, so if you want this guy, I'm leaving it defaulted right now the way that the game gave it to me so far in all these settings because it's working out good for me. Okay, but here you do have the option if you don't want to burn through your TP points too quickly. Formation, we all know what that is in the game. We'll just keep that as is. Books, synthesis, this kind of tells you, this is cool. It kind of, there's a lot of cutscenes in this game. It's a strong storyline game. Make sure you play with the volume up because you're going to miss out if you don't. There's a lot of voice acting in this, and I mean a lot of it. It's like a new Final Fantasy, how those have a lot. Because this is, for an RPG, PlayStation 2 game, this is a fairly new game. Coming out in 2006, so it's pretty much it's pretty modern, you know, in this day and age. So we will see that if you ever want to look back at certain important scenarios, they're recorded here, and you could read them again. Okay, that's what this is. It stores that, which is pretty cool. It's a nice feature. And then there's recipes. It's going to tell you what you need to make toast. You know, you need butter and bread. Okay? It's pretty obvious. And then we have our options. And it's got a nice size options screen. So there's a lot of things you could adjust in this game if you want to. I just got it defaulted for now. And then it's got save. It's not letting me go to the save right now because I just entered a town. But you can use that save option to the far right if you're out in the world. You can save it anywhere, which is nice. Okay. Back to the game. Back to the actual eye candy of the game. Here is our main town so far. And what I like about the teleports in the game is that it gives me the option. I'm somebody who will just have a beer, relax, play the game, and just farm one area for like 1-2 hours and go up a level or 2. I always do that in the game, so I'm a little bit stronger, you know. And with the teleports, it gives you the option of doing that. And you could just teleport, you know, you could just fight at the new area that we're going to go back to after here. Teleport back here, rest up, replenish your goods, and you're good to go again. Here's the inn, and this is a save spot. Okay? I'm not going to save it here. Mine's already saved out in the world. So I'm not going to save it here, but this is what they look like. And they are also in dungeons in different parts of the game. Here's the innkeeper. It's 100 gold right now for me to it's actually called Gald in this game. I don't need to rest right now because I think I'm fully rested. Yep, I am. And we could see our HP and our TP. So TP is the mana in the game. People you could talk to. It's a very talkative game. And like I said, make sure you have your volume up. Usually whenever you enter a new area, a new cave, cutscenes are going to kick in. A lot of cool cutscenes in this game. Voice acting's not bad. I don't really judge voice acting. I know a lot of reviewers and streamers and YouTubers and stuff like that, they will go over what they think the voice acting's like in a certain game. To me, if it's good voice acting, I'm good. I got something to listen to. Okay? I'm not an English major myself by my voice, so I'm not going to judge somebody else's. Okay. And here is our tool vendor, which sells just a few things for now because it's still an early town, and the items that we need. The items in this game, all you do is you just scroll up and down, and then you go right on your directional pad or your toggle, and it'll put the amount that you want. Make sure if you press on something like this and you really don't want to buy it, that you go back to 0. Because if you do, say if I accidentally went to buy one of these, but I don't want to buy it, but I picked one, and then I went to this tab, and I wanted to buy one of these, and I hit one, and I'm like, okay, cool, and then I hit OK. Well, it also bought that too. So you always want to make sure that it's at 0 if you don't really want to buy it. Okay? And that's pretty much what the item shops look like. Or how they operate. Ooh, I never saw this person. Customization shop. No shit. Okay, let's see what this does. Oh, that's right. That's right. They're not opened yet. So I'm not at the part of the game yet where I could do that. Okay. So I did see that before. I just couldn't use it. All right, now. And then there's weapon shops, you know, just like most of these games, you know. Nice looking towns. Like I said, 2006, that's not too ancient for a PlayStation 2 game. And I'm really enjoying it. It's a nice little RPG game. We'll go back out to the world. I don't know, you guys probably want to see a battle. I'm not going to bother trying to get into a fight here because they're too low. I'm going to go to our last spot that we're at, which is Crystal Forest. And I did forget that I did want to check one thing. Yeah. Okay. I actually made a video before this one and I deleted it because I thought I made a mistake here. And actually I was correct. So I could have kept that one. When I saw this, I noticed that I was able to set this guy up, my main character. But then I noticed at the bottom there was left and right where I could scroll between characters. So I said in the first video you could only set up one character, your main character. And then I noticed while I was watching the video back to edit it that I was able to scroll between all three characters here. So I thought you were able to set up all three characters with their skills, but you can't. So you can only turn them on and off. Only he has this screen. The other ones don't. So I could have kept the first video. But that's okay. I know a little more about the game from watching the old videos, so I don't mind disclosure and my little edits and my little beeps. Okay. Let's get into a battle. The scrolling of the game, it's probably one of my weakest points. Like I said, I like the game a lot, but I feel like if I go right, it goes left. You know, the camera turning in the game, and the camera turning is rather slow. Sometimes you wanna be able to turn your camera fast. This is like, come on, we'll get there, you know, type thing. So whatever. And you can't go up and down with the camera. Like, say, like if I wanted to look up in the sky or something like that, you can't really do that here. It's pretty locked and linear. That's the only thing I wish that they improved on a little bit, especially for a 2006 game, because I know a lot of the earlier games have more functionality when it comes to camera turning and looking at the world. So there's probably no sky in this game, in these sections, so it made it easier for them to develop it. They didn't have to fill in all those pages, you know, with artwork. Okay, now, here is the battle. You can see we're in a straight line. The other two characters are auto-fighting, and my character's doing nothing because it's on manual. So I have to move, I gotta press the buttons and move him manually to fight him. Now, if I press the top button, it pauses the game, and you have these options in battle that you could do. You could go to orders. You could fight normally, hold back if you don't want to use too much stuff, refraining from attacking to conserve HP. Take them all out. Characters go all out on separate targets. Take that one out. Characters go all out on the player's target. Oh, okay, good. But normally I've been just doing it like this. Oh, let me go over the rest of these first. You got the escape feature if you want to escape. You got your strategy, which is what I showed you earlier. You could adjust this outside of the game, outside of the battle, and also in the battle. Okay. I think most of the Tales series had this kind of a battle system. I played Tales of Destiny quite a bit, and I think that one was similar to this one too. Alright, so then we'll go to... You could also equip. During a battle, which is cool. If you forget to put something on, or you want to put something on that's stronger. Here's where you would pick an item and the person that you want to use it with, you know. So we got that. So you're not stuck there. And then we have our Aries, which is our main skills, which is TP. Okay, and we got that. We've already seen this screen before. Okay. So now, for now, I'm just going to get on the select button once I get out of here and get back into the battle. And I'm going to go on full auto. And then you're going to see the main character and the other characters is all fighting without me doing anything. I'm going to put down the controller on the desk when I do this. Okay, watch. Yeah. And you're going to see that they fight pretty good on auto. That's it. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. Heal items and even skills, even heal skills or spells are also used automatically on auto in the battle too, so you don't have to switch back to manual to save somebody's life. They should keep themselves alive after you got the items and the TP to do so. And of course a healing spell. You need that to use the TP. Okay? And basically that's about it for now. You know, like I said, I'm only level 7. I just wanted to put a video out for now to let you guys know that there is a newer Japanese RPG game if you're kind of missing that for the PlayStation 2 or emulator, which is what I'm using. We're going to this really fast. Whoop. All right, that's our pause because I pressed start. I want to press select. Just go to auto, and it should finish these guys off pretty quick. Those bears right there are like the toughest enemies that I have so far. They take the longest to kill. These mushrooms last a while too. So I'll sit out here for like an hour, 2 hours before I proceed going into the new cave that I have to go into, just to make sure that I'm pretty strong. Of course, I'm not going to show that in this video and bore you guys. Now, it did say that I got a map. Oh, that's right. So I gotta press down on this. This. Maybe I don't have it set up on this control. Because I love opening up my map. Let's see where it said that. Just go to items. Map. Open it with the R3 button while in the field map. R3 is usually a toggle and you press it down, and I did that and it didn't open it. And the emulator automatically sets up my controller like if I'm playing the PlayStation 2, so it should be working. I don't understand why it's not. Because all the other buttons are working just like Logitech. I gotta look into that because I want a map, man. That little map's not good enough. You want to be able to see the whole world. And I don't know if I mentioned it because, like I said, I did make some edit videos earlier. I don't want to try to repeat myself, but sometimes when you do that, you kind of forget what you mentioned, what you didn't mention on your final video. But I'm just going to say it again. This is a vast world game, as you could see, but it's actually built on a big, huge ship, okay, in the ocean. This is where I have to go, and it might cut in, it might kick in a cutscene. So we'll see. Yep. I don't like to show a lot of these in videos. I don't like to spoil them for you guys, but just to show you a little bit of voice acting. And it's very comical. It's kind of a cute game, you know. Weird looking beast. What is it? I actually seen this pop before, so I know.
They look fearsome, but they're actually quite gentle. They don't normally attack people.
Will's like the eldest guy. He's the wisdom guy. He pretty much teaches the kids in the group, you know, all about the world and what's what, and you know, he's like the know-it-all guy in this game. You know, every game's got one of those guys. Yeah, Will's the guy in this one.
It sure looked like it was attacking her.
Well, they tend to show no mercy to those who enter their nests. Tarantulas have a habit of collecting shiny objects. Treasure hunters often run into trouble with them.
Is that what she was?
Crystal Angelas, like tarantulas.
Most likely.
Well, we can't just abandon her. Let's go after her.
Then this is as far as we go together.
And you also can't name your characters in this. It stays as the game gives them to you. So far. Because I don't think I'd keep this tune, Sinal. Have you heard of that before? You know?
Why?
Chloe's pretty cool.
I'm going to find Shirley. I'm not interested in that girl.
It's not a matter of interest. You know, you are incredibly self-centered.
And you can't keep your nose out of other people's business.
So it's comical, it's cheeky, it's a little bit of everything, you know. It's a nice... I really do like this game.
The nerve.
The nerve.
That's enough, you two. We're all headed in the same direction. Rescuing Shirley is our first priority, but we'll keep that girl in mind as well.
Alright, he just made it nice for everybody. See? The older guy again to the rescue. And cutscenes are pretty long.
Moses, are you alright? Damn horde-wearing, street-walking wannabe, dog. We ain't done yet, baby. Not by a long shot.
I'll take games like this over games like Skyrim any day. You know, I know a lot of you guys are like, nah, no way, you know. But don't forget, I'm older. Nah, I'm not 20 years old. I'm double that. So, you know, these are the games I kind of started with, cut my teeth with when it came to gaming. And I've played Skyrim and The Witcher and all those modern type games. They all look the same to me. You know, and the fighting system, I like the easy turn base. You know, in a lot of those games, you got four wolves attacking you from behind. By the time you turn to hit them, you're dead, and I don't know. But they are good games, so I'm not knocking them. I do buy them and play them, so. But again, in this day and age, I don't really have a choice. Alright, so basically, I don't feel like doing this right now, and the video's getting rather long, so I'm probably just going to leave here. Actually, I'm not even going to save it, because I want that cutscene to kick in again when I finally go for this. Okay, so that's about it for now, folks. I'm going to probably come out with another video as I progress in the game. See what the game gives me. See if I get any kind of ships or, you know, vehicles to transport around. Stuff like that. So, look for another video in the near future. You guys have fun. Keep gaming. Keep those smiles going. This is Wise Game. You guys have a great day. And thanks again for watching. Take care and bye-bye.